My name is Portia, and this is my story. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. Born and raised St. Louis, Missouri. 3 siblings. I remember when times were good. However, like many stories, it doesn't always end that way. About when I was 5, that's when I noticed a difference and a change. Very struggle life. Like, I remember financial hardships came and we literally lost everything. We were literally homeless. Like, I was in high school homeless and people didn't know that. That feeling of not being wanted or helped is just so sad, because my mother, she would like give her shirt off the back to anyone. This is unfortunate. You know, my mom worked very hard. She got laid off. I've never in my life saw my mother cry except for one time. It was April 2011, and I got a text message from my sister, and she's like, Portia, please call. Like, this is really important. I'm like, okay, what's up? Is everything okay? And she's like, no, it's mommy. My heart starts pounding. I'm like, what's going on? And so then she says her health, and I'm like, oh my God. They're at the hospital. They had done these, x-rays, and they found all these lesions on different organs in her body. I just immediately start bawling. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm being negative. Maybe I'm thinking the worst, Maybe it's an ulcer, just trying to not believe it. But then later that evening, it was confirmed that she had cancer. Then it was confirmed that it was stage 4 colon cancer. Everything was kind of paused and just stopped, and I just didn't understand. I still don't understand. Because you have this faith and you're leaning on God and you're praying and you're thinking, okay, we've been through so much. Like, this woman has been through so much throughout her life, that this would be a time that, we could grow and, move past it and, do well. And then here it goes, like cancer. So it was like, what? What is this? Because I was connected to many doctors and, health professionals. I did a lot of research trying to make sure she got, the best treatment. What I learned is that, like, stuff like that is like traumatic, right? I didn't process it that way. So in my head, it was like, the intention was like, okay, we gotta get her the best treatment. But now I'm like, I just wish I just could have been there more. She still got good, adequate treatment and things of that nature, and she was fighting real hard. It was just hard to watch. Like, you're literally watching someone die, and it's just the worst feeling in the world. She died on March 29th. So after she passed away, fell into a really deep depression, and I was just literally like existing. I wasn't living, I wasn't present. I didn't have time to really grieve because, when you're the strong one in the family, like, everyone depends on you. One of the recommendations to deal with coping was to write. I came up with the idea to create a company called Affirming Black Voices, to publish my first book, which is the Joyful Black Child book series. And the first book is named My Words Are Superpowers, and literally all the wisdom that my mother poured into me is in that book. And it was very important to me to create this company because I wanted to emphasize the importance of positive representation in our community, and emphasize the importance, especially with the book, of speaking life into your children, because it lasts forever. This right here, it feels like this is what I've been put here to do. It's like I'm leaving my mother's legacy and living her legacy, simply because before she passed away, my sister let me know that she had a desire to also have a book company. She wanted a publishing house. So that kind of transcended here. And so the principles and mission and vision are all things that my mother was very passionate about. I call it my passion project. I turned pain into purpose and pain into passion, and these are things that we were both very, passionate about. So that kind of transcended here. And so the principles and mission and vision are all things that my mother was very passionate about. I'm very grateful to have had this, to have had a mother who was able to speak life into me. Fast forward, in 2016, October 2nd, I get married. So I get married, things are good. Me and my husband, we love to have a good time. We're just joyful people. One thing my mother told me is that you have to find the hidden blessing in every burden, because God definitely will provide, and He does provide regardless of how stormy it look, how fiery it may look. God is the universe and the center of all things. When you align yourself with Him, He will definitely provide all desires of your heart, and it may look completely different than what you ever would have thought.